Good day, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I want to begin by asking you a simple but powerful question. Is there someone in your life you haven't forgiven? It could be a friend who betrayed your trust, a parent who hurt you emotionally, a partner who broke your heart, or even someone who never said sorry. We all carry emotional wounds, and when those wounds go unhealed, they often show up in a place we least expect, our physical health. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has the power to change lives and even save them. Forgiveness, but not just as a moral virtue or religious concept. Forgiveness, in the deepest sense, is a path to healing both our minds and our bodies. Let's unpack that together. The hidden cost of holding on. When someone hurts us, it's natural to feel angry, betrayed, or even vengeful. These emotions are real, and they deserve acknowledgement. But the problem arises when we hold on to them, sometimes for years, even decades. You've heard the quote, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Science backs this up. Numerous studies have shown that chronic anger, bitterness, and resentment are linked to a wide range of health issues. High blood pressure, heart disease, weakened immune system, increased stress hormones, depression and anxiety, even chronic pain and autoimmune conditions. Why? Because our bodies are not separate from our emotions. When we're emotionally hurt, our nervous system responds as if we're under threat. We live in a constant state of fight or flight, and when that becomes chronic, it wears the body down. But here's the good news: forgiveness reverses this process. Forgiveness as medicine. You might be wondering, how can forgiving someone else help me feel better? Well, when we forgive, something incredible happens in our brains and bodies. Studies using brain imaging show that people who practice forgiveness have reduced activity in the amygdala. That's the part of the brain responsible for fear and stress. Forgiveness also leads to lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that can damage your body over time. In one study at Stanford University, people who went through a 6-week forgiveness training program reported less stress, fewer physical symptoms, better sleep, a significant decrease in depression and anxiety. Forgiveness literally changes your biology. It calms the nervous system. It improves the immune response. It brings down inflammation. And it allows the body to begin repairing itself. Some doctors are now saying that in certain cases, healing can't fully happen until forgiveness does. What forgiveness is, and what it's not. Now, I want to make something very clear. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the behavior. It doesn't mean saying what happened was okay. It doesn't mean you have to forget. And it certainly doesn't mean you have to allow that person back into your life. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. It's a conscious decision to say, I will no longer carry this pain. I will no longer let this person or this memory have power over my health and peace. It's letting go of the emotional poison so that you can start to heal. The emotional connection to physical pain. You might be surprised to learn that many cases of physical illness have emotional roots. Dr. Gabor Mate, a physician and trauma expert, says, when we shut down our emotions, we don't just suppress anger or grief, we suppress the immune system too. In his book, When the Body Says No, he presents case after case of people whose illnesses were tied to long-held emotional trauma, especially the inability to express or release pain through forgiveness. Forgiveness opens that emotional door. It allows those buried emotions to come up, to be seen, to be released, and with that, the body finally breathes a sigh of relief. So how do we forgive? That's the million-dollar question, right? Forgiveness is a process. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes years. But here are a few steps that can help. Acknowledge the hurt. Don't suppress or deny what happened. Name it. Feel it. Honor your experience. Understand their humanity. This doesn't excuse them, but recognizing that hurt people often hurt people can bring a sense of compassion. It shifts the focus from punishment to understanding. Release the expectation. Don't wait for an apology. Don't wait for justice. Forgiveness is something you choose to give even if the other person never says sorry. Write a letter and don't send it. Pour your feelings into words. Say everything you've wanted to say. Then burn it, shred it, or bury it as a symbolic act of release. Practice self-forgiveness, too. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is ourselves, but you deserve the same compassion you'd offer a friend. Let yourself heal. The final message. So today, I invite you to consider, who do you need to forgive? Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's life itself. You deserve to be free. You deserve peace. And your body deserves the chance to heal. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's strength. It's not forgetting. It's choosing to move forward. It's not a favor to them. It's a gift to yourself. So take that step. Release the pain. Let your body and soul breathe again. Because forgiveness might just be the most powerful medicine you've been waiting for.